What is going on, everybody? Today we're back with another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Not sure what quests we have. Let's see, we have to meet Sebastian and Feldcroft, talk to Sirona, and then we still have the demiguise, per usual. I think today we're just gonna do this one. This is gonna be a real short episode, because I'm short on time today. So I'm gonna go do a friend indeed. Let's find out where that is on the map. It's in Hogsmeade, correct? Yes, it's in Hogsmeade. Ooh, we got 3 things in Hogsmeade. Talk to the muttering man behind the 3 broomsticks. Follow the butterflies and then Sirona's. Okay. So this ought to be a fun day. I wish I could play longer today, but it's just a busy day, so I'm not gonna have that much time. Look at how pretty it is for fall. We got pumpkins.
Glad you came.
I wish I had the courage. The forest.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend, Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I saw what you did! Ha! Tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir?
In the world?
We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones,
We
sir.
promise, sir. We'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Dear Lord. Okay, just got sidetracked by that going on. That's crazy. It's amazing the little things that the NPCs do in this game. The extent they go to add small details like that. It's pretty cool.
A castle. Must have been quite stately.
Get upon your heads when our expectations.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Right there.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh,
dear Sirona, a gem, has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Just cut out.
Indeed he was. I'd almost
Oh, it's back.
forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan
Guys,
took
you
ill
guys
when he was
remember
collecting
Bowtruckles from
Horklumps on his way to see her.
Fantastic Beasts.
He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern.
feel
The
like I'm
cavern
losing my
is in the
voice.
hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Alright, let's do this.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
They're real unobservant if they don't see me. Whatever. It don't matter. Alright. Azkaban, the place we won't go. That's like the second time in the
I
game.
still need to visit the
that's been
cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps
in
I'll
the
find...
cave.
Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
I don't know why my game right now is struggling with frame rate. I don't have... It's not running hot.
Confringo!
I really don't know.
Revelio.
Oh, shoot.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Getting the controls for a second here. First flight of the... First flight.
to think they felt that in London.
That was, for once, an actual funny joke that she said. That never happens. Also, never really see Disney leaves out anywhere. It's different.
Confringo! Lumos.
Dear Sirona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me, and pondered sending an owl to my parents asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly a legilimate, I don't know that word. But I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in the corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me, well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me, when you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts. I looked at you, and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in the non-magical sense, I mean, everyone around you without apology, embracing you for who you were and who they are. Or who they were. No, yeah. It was as though a candle had flickered on me. I realized that I might choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first-year witch I had been seems worlds away, and I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub, and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. P.S. Please tell Miss Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can, for their delightful conversation, and I'm unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether, and now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House could not be the same without you. Or would not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sean. Dear Sirona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for their hospitality, but felt the need to put a quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. How did he truly believe that he was singing? Or did he truly believe that he was singing? Sorry. And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Dear Miss Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Gladrags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed. as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Spraddle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Sirona.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Finicky to make your favorite cream crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Finicky. Bess.
I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
I want to check this cave one more time because I feel like this is not everything for some reason. Like, I really don't feel like I've checked everywhere.
Confringo!
What in the world was that? Y'all saw that, right? All the Horcruxes. And Moonstone. Random Moonstone. Is that it? That's it? That's all it was? I'm sure there's a chest in here somewhere. Let's see if I can travel. If I can back travel, figure this out. I'm slower than usual today, I know. This is where I came in at, so I need to stay in this area, but where? I am all backwards. I missed something here. I know I did. Had to have. Guaranteed. Because there was an upper area that I can't reach now because I'm a dummy and jump down. We'll be back to get it. How about that? Come back to the entrance that we went through earlier because I don't think this is the same exit. I mean, I could be wrong. It could just be one of them days where I'm in a daze and don't remember, but I don't think that's the way we came in, so. Oh yeah, it's definitely not the way we came in. Okay. Let me see if I can find the way we came in.
I almost captured him.
Was given the
Or is it?
tasks.
No, I don't think so. Let me look on the map. Might have royally messed this one up. Orclump Hollow. Okay, so where am I? Way away from it. Set it there and see if we can Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it wasn't the same entrance. Okay. Let's go back in. Because I'm pretty sure we were missing something there. Alright.
Confringo!
Okay, this does look the same though. No, it doesn't. Now I'm extra confused. Alright, wait a second, wait a second.
Confringo!
Lumos.
Confringo!
They're always full. Alright, we got any green? Do we have any green? We do, it's a cloak. Destroy. Alright. Now we should have space. Oh, great. More green things. I just feel like I'm missing something from this, like... Like I was supposed to... Why is that there? Oh, there's quite a bit of those. Huh. Never saw that. Now why is this here if you can't, like... It's just so random. So that was it? Didn't really miss anything?
Confringo!
Just mollying around at this point. It's a long way to fall. Alright. So we didn't miss much, we just missed chests. I thought we were gonna like find somebody there though. Cause like the box was there but he wasn't. Which is a little odd. But that's alright.
Fine use of my talents, this.
Hello, Sirona.
Sun is
I have
bright.
good news. I was able to provide
even
your
see
friend
me.
Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points.
Ooh, there's a lot.
I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Alright. So we did that quest. I don't know what is going on with the lighting in here. But it ain't right. It ain't right. Whew. Alright, well, I know this has been a short episode. We only did one quest. But I think I'm going to end it here, because it's just one of those days where I just don't have that much time. We did this whole quest, though. Yeah, that's all I got for you today. Sorry for such a short video, but I'll catch you guys later.